It's Garden Goodies time, and this week we're talking about asparagus. Yes, and we've had asparagus in the past. I grow some here. You can see it looks pretty good, but you know what I really want to ask this morning, I want to talk about is how to grow good asparagus, because mine doesn't really turn out all that great. I've got a couple of good spears right here, but this patch should have 10 different batches of roots, but only about 5 of them are growing now. And farther back here, I planted some a couple of years ago. And again, I haven't gotten a lot of good production with this asparagus. Some of them are very spindly, and I already cut about a dozen spears off, and now I don't have too much more. So I'm asking you, the viewers out there, how do you grow good asparagus? Now, you might think maybe some of it froze out. Well, over the years, I've planted some a little deeper, and I've planted some a little bit shallower to kind of test that out. And that doesn't really seem to make a difference. I've also added a lot of fertilizer when I planted it, and I add fertilizer every year. And you might think, well, maybe the nutrients of the soil are different here and the asparagus doesn't grow well. But I grow some in a countryside location too, where it hasn't done all that well either. And I get some asparagus. We'll have some this morning to eat for the anchors here coming up. But it doesn't grow all that well. My father says put lime on the asparagus in the fall, and maybe that would help out. But if you want to message me, send an email or message me on social media. Let me know if you have any hints for growing asparagus. I would really appreciate it.
Well, Justin, I don't have any hints for growing asparagus because I don't have a green thumb, but I can tell you what, your pickled asparagus are delicious.
Yeah,
mine's gone.
That's what I made. You can get a close-up view here of the pickled asparagus. I did get some spears this year.
Yep.
I don't know, maybe 30 or 40, but considering that I have 50 different roots planted, I should be getting hundreds of asparagus spears. Yeah, but I was able to make a jar here. It was kind of an experimental recipe, but you said it.
It's delicious. I'm a sucker for pickles.
Yeah, I love pickles and I love asparagus. So I put them together and it's great. Yeah, delicious.
Yeah, it's a pretty simple recipe. You know, the recipes I looked up to try and figure out what to make said about 50-50 water and vinegar for asparagus works pretty good. And I put turmeric in here as well.
Nice.
That's why it looks a little bit yellowish in color, and it gives it a little bit different flavor.
Yeah.
You know, with the garlic and onions. So yeah, it really turned out quite nice.
And a nice, easy summer treat. I feel like it's like refreshing.
Yeah, that's right. My wife said, "Oh yeah, you could put it in a Bloody Mary, maybe."
There you go. That's not a bad idea.
Your own pickled asparagus.
Yeah. Now we're
different
on
ways,
to something.
different ways you could use it.
So the only thing we're missing this morning, where's our Bloody Mary?
It's National Wine Day, but you know what, a Bloody Mary could work too.
All right, well, Justin, as always, thank you so much for sharing your garden goodies with us. And